6.2 Technical Model. The technical model is another way of analysing performance, and it's done by using different software that can collect data of performance. This can be done by using apps that slow videos down, so it allows you to look at the shape and form of the performer, or things like software on computers that can show the angle and movement at joints. It will show the technical model shows what a specific skill should look like, and the technical quality of the skill that's needed to perform it well. By using the technical model as a way of analysis, it will give you descriptive feedback, so it makes it easier to know what you're doing well or what you need to improve on, as it's given to you in writing. The perfect model can be found through looking at successful professionals, although this could be thought of as being quite subjective, as your favourite player might not be the best at things, but because they're your favourite, you might think they do everything the best, so you go off what they do. So something that's more reliable would be looking at literature or reliable website sources that were able to teach you the skill, and as they will be referring to the perfect technical model as they're showing how to learn it. So performance can be classed into three phases: the preparation, the execution, and the recovery. So the preparation means at the start of the skill, so what you need to do to get ready for it, so like your stance. The execution is obviously doing the skill, so the movement and what you need to do for that. And then recovery is after the skill has been done, what you then do from then on that flows. So the perfect model for basketball, we'll be looking at boxing out. So boxing out an opponent usually happens when a player goes for a rebound on defense. So it is the time when a player tries to position themselves first to stop the opponent from getting a good position from the rebound after they have taken a shot. It's to successfully gain possession of the basketball after they might have missed a goal or a free throw, as it rebounds off the hoop or backboard. So to do this, the perfect model can be shown in the pictures above. So you first need to box out the defender and find the ball. You then need to face your opponent with your arm out, having contact with them so you know that you're close. You also need to remain low in your stance, as this makes it more stable. Once they have taken the shot, you then need to pivot and face the basket, keeping that low body position. And then as it comes off the backboard, this is obviously going to now be the execution of the skill. So you need to explode to the ball, jumping up to it, keeping it, and then catching it and keeping it close to your chin, as this stops the opponent from stealing the ball from you. So you can also do this by keeping your elbows out to keep the distance. And then to finish the execution, you can pivot away from the defender, and then the recovery will be looking out and passing it out to a teammate or carrying on dribbling. So for the analysis from the player, and in the picture compared to the perfect model, you can see that their stance isn't low enough, so they need to lower the stance to make them more stable if they wanted to improve. You can see that they've got the good arm contact with their elbow slightly out, but this could be done more with the other arm to create space. But you can see that they're clearly watching the ball as it's being shot by one of the other players. So for the execution in the picture, you can see that they've pivoted well to turn and watch the ball. The only thing here is you can see that they won't get the ball from the air, so it will be they got the ball off a bounce rather than in the air, so if they wanted to improve, they can work on getting closer to the ball. And their hands aren't ready and up in the air to catch the ball, so that's therefore giving it an opportunity for the opponent to come in and grab the ball. For the recovery, they held the ball at their chin, keeping it close to their body, and they passed it out to a teammate, although their stance isn't wide, which could cause them to be more unstable if the opponent came and tried to steal the ball from them. But they did turn away well and release the ball well. So the advantages and disadvantages of the technical model is that it gives reasoning to the data that you might have collected in notational analysis, so it gives more background and context rather than just numbers. It's kind of more descriptive, so then that leads on to that it helps improve performance, as it can give actual specific points in which need to be improved. It allows performers to be compared, so whether this is comparing them to the perfect model or comparing them to other people in the team, it's an easy way to have a side-by-side imagery of what's going on in their performance and the perfect model performance. So it clearly shows the areas that are good or that need improving, as you can watch them at the same time as the perfect model, so you can really get an idea of where they might be doing something slightly differently to what class as being perfect. The disadvantages of this is that the perfect model can be subjective, so your idea of what is perfect and what should be done in the skill as a coach could just be from what you go off rather than the actual thing that might be in kind of like a textbook that's taught that kind of way. Another thing is that it could be time consuming, so you've obviously got to watch and probably re-watch a couple of times the video of your player to compare them to the perfect model to make sure you pick up on every point that's happening. So therefore takes up quite a lot of time when doing so.